Hello and welcome to my Udemy class, Building a Twitter Bot with Python, Tweepy, and the Twitter API. This is a step-by-step guide to launch a Python Twitter bot that automatically retweets your likes. This course is for Python beginners and Twitter lovers who are interested in learning how to build a Twitter bot. While I have found it helpful to read textbooks and watch online tutorials to get a better understanding of the basics for any subject, nothing beats project-based learning. Actually getting your hands dirty and running into real problems that require specific solutions has been my ideal way to learn something new. With that being said, the hardest question typically is, what project should I focus on? From my personal experience, I found it beneficial to focus on something you are passionate about. To find that something, just think of what you frequently pay attention to in your spare time when no one is paying you to pay attention to it. For me, that is Twitter. We're going with a bot because it will be a fun project to group together various ideas we want to learn, such as APIs, Python, and Twitter. I've been hooked on Python ever since I took the class Automate the Boring Stuff with Python. Python is undoubtedly a popular programming language, so I think it will be beneficial for many years to come. This class is not meant to be an introduction to programming or Python, so my assumption is you understand some of the basics. This class is geared more towards helping you apply Python programming to an actual project to help you better retain information while having fun within the process. I must admit, I'm addicted to Twitter. Now, before you scorn me, understand that I think it is truly a magical place. One of my favorite Twitter follows, Nikhil Krishnan, has a great presentation which I will link in the notes about why Twitter is dope. In it, he basically highlights these reasons which I think get at the root of why I love Twitter so much. 1. You get to discover people with mutual interests. This can include any age, young or old. 2. Making friends is geo-agnostic. That means you can connect with people all over the world at any time. 3. You can access the smartest people in the world. I get to follow Elon Musk. 4. Twitter is the idea marketplace at its finest. If you are wrong, you will quickly learn why that is. 5. You get to follow people and not brands. People are brands essentially, but at least it's more authentic. 6. It's quality over quantity. A few good tweets is infinitely better than a million double taps. And 7. It's a conversation with an incredibly tight feedback loop. Again, I think there's no better place to learn than on Twitter. This class will also highlight the power of APIs. APIs are how software talks with other software. We can use APIs to build apps that add new services on top of the platforms or data from the platforms. This essentially provides a new experience for users via a layer of abstraction. Kate Bay says APIs are, quote, how to unleash data in new ways, end quote. For our purposes, that means creating a bot that retweets an account's likes. Most platforms, such as Slack and Shopify, have public APIs with the hopes that developers build on them to build more value and create lock-in for the users. Basically, all of the major social media networks have APIs. They control them in different ways and prevent you from doing certain things while at the same time encouraging you to do other things to make a good user experience with the already public data. We will be using Twitter's API for this project. You may not realize it, but every time you use your phone, you're using an API.